And welcome back to Duxilla Gaming and Haut-Beyleron. That's right, we are back here in France and we are continuing on with our farming exploits. All right, let's get straight into it. So first thing we've got to recap, a couple of things. Last episode we did our market day where we sold off all our products, and I'm going to go through and tell you what we made. The cash that's representative up in the top right hand corner is not quite where we're at because we have bought a couple of things already, as can be seen on screen right now. Anyway, so this is the synopsis of what we ended up making from selling off all our products. So we sold off our eggs and we made $113,941. We sold off all the honey for $76,697. We sold off the canola and sunflower oil that we had there for $258,280. We sold all the products coming from the orchard, the single orchard we had, for $241,486. And we made $237,005 from the greenhouse, which gave us a grand total of $927,409. So that is fine. Now, what we've ended up doing, now I'll just go back in here so you can see that. So, where are we? So there we go, 865,000 there, plus 76,000, plus some purchases, and that's where we're at. So that's what we ended up getting, which is fine. Now, what we have done is we've obviously, as we discussed previously when we were setting this area of land up, we've put in 4 new orchards. So we've now got 5 orchards in total running. As you can see, I've filled them up with water and got them all running there. They're all good. So that's fine. This field over here, we finished harvesting the grass. Now, I only got half a field of grass because I didn't realise that because I was mowing it in the snow, I didn't actually get the grass, just wiped it away. So, we only got it once the snow went away. So we got half a field, unfortunately. But anyway, we've since transitioned this and we've cultivated this in, so we're ready to seed this now for our sunflowers. So that's fine. What we do have to do in today's episode directly is we need to come over to here. Now we've already started working on our grass over here. As you can see, we've done the outskirts of our grass field and we've already baled that all up. So I'm now going to continue. We've already mowed the field itself. So what we need to do is we need to windrow it. So we've got the windrow here. Now the windrow is a new purchase that we made. We purchased that with our profits, which was what we said we were going to do. And then we've got the baler over there to bale. Now, I'm thinking that I'm going to do a full bale on this field here. What I'm thinking of doing with this money, I was going to pay off the loan, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to establish a full-time grass field. Now, which field are we going to do it to? Well, that's a good question. So let's have a look and see what field. I was thinking this field here is probably good for grass. Field 48. So field 48 is going to cost us $792,000 because it is such a big area. Now, that doesn't help us, right? So this one here is 558. I don't really want all that extra area. This one here I can get for 288. And then if I buy, I think it was that one. So I was looking at buying 35 and 33. Because that way we get good bang for our buck. Or the other option I had and looking at was if I buy field 30. So this one here is 10.09 hectares. If I buy field 30, it takes out the rest of my money, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that per se. But it gives me the same area as this field here. So I'm sort of torn between both of those at the moment. So that's obviously the question there. And these ones here, they're just overpriced because of the fact we're paying for all this extra land we're not really going to utilize, and that's the problem. I mean, that land isn't able to be used really. So that's where my dilemma lay now into exactly what I'm going to do. So again, with this one, you're paying for the lake, and you're not going to get any use out of the lake. So which is fine. Or the other option is I can come north. Now, there's a couple of options up here. Now, I'm not 100% sure on what I want to do in this regard. So I don't know. So again, we're buying lots of areas there where we don't need all the area around it. So I'm thinking probably our best option is to buy this block here. And then that way we can just be done with it. Because I mean that block there, that'd be perfect. Except it's just too dear because we're not getting the use out of it. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're just going to bite the bullet and do this. Keep this field as a grass field, and this will become our next sunflower field. I'm thinking that's where I'm going to lead to. Good, bad, or indifferent. The other option is we do convert this over. We do this as sunflower for this next transition, and then we convert that to grass. But I think inevitably I do want to get this field. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Bite the bullet. Right, there we go. So we now own that field as well. Okay. So what I didn't check though is what the status of that field is. Could be bad. All right. It needs to be de-stoned. All right. Well, that's fine. I can send a tractor over there and de-stone that. That's not a problem. That won't take too long. So what have we got over here? Let's see where our tractors are. So this guy's going to be busy doing this. I can send the zero on over. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get this guy started windrowing, and I'm going to have him as a hired hand. Now the depressing part is we've now only got $861 and we've got no products at all to sell. Although that won't take too long. We should get some products pretty soon from the greenhouses, so that shouldn't be okay. Shouldn't be too bad. All right, what we're going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to put the hired hand on and say, have at it. Go and get that. Now, what I really should do as well is I need to pick up all these bales. So what I might do quickly is I might grab the Xerion and we'll go and grab the bale trailer and we'll go pick up all the bales, at least from the end of the field, so we don't have any of the baler or the see what, this thing really has a problem with brakes. It's not my driving, I assure you. Yeah, we don't want to cause any collisions with that. So let's see. Is my Streamlabs not working? Streambox not working? There we go. Right. So a busy day. Oh, there you go. We've already got some fruit coming out there, so that's okay. But yeah, so that's the plan. So we made a lot of money. We've invested into more land. And I was going to pay off the loan, I know. But you know what? That can wait a bit longer. All right, we're going to go down the other end and do the other end first, I think. Because most of them down here are closer, and I'll need to get these ones out of the way first, so that's okay. We'll get these ones. But anyway, all right. So I hope everyone is doing well. We are doing fantastic. We've had a good couple of days of getting some videos recorded, which is great, and yeah, we're just progressing nicely through. All right, so I'm just going to grab all these ones that are really close to the edge, because they're the ones that are going to impact the hired hand doing the windrowing. Didn't really want to do that, but anyway, that's okay. All right, I'm going to grab this one here. And we'll grab this one. Right. Now we've got the other end and grab the rest of them before he comes up, hopefully. And then that way we'll just collect the rest of them now. We'll do one load of bales. I think what we've got out there at the moment is virtually a full trailer load, so 24 bales. We'll take these over to the farm, and then we'll crack on. I'll get the Scorpio. We'll take this guy over, start de-stoning that new field, and we can start progressing with that. So anyway, so there's the progress. There's where we're up to. I hope you're happy with that, because you haven't got much choice, I guess. But I mean, we did say we're going to expand out the orchard. I'm really excited that we've done that. So now we should have. Well, I mean, look, if in that short period of time we made $300,000 from the orchard, that's from one orchard, and that's using the low yield version. So that's using the just the water, not manure to help boost the yield. Multiply that by another 400%. That's like $1.2 million we should make. Whoop, too fast. Slow down, duck. That's about 1.2 million we can make in that same period just from the 5 orchards. So it's not necessarily going to be a bad thing in any way, shape, or form. All right, no train coming, I hope. So anyway, yeah. So I mean, that's never look a gift horse in the mouth, because I mean that could actually end up being very, very profitable for us, and certainly I think it's going to be far more profitable than the grapes, and easier to maintain and deal with, which is what we always like. We like easy. But all jokes aside, I mean, it is going to be seemingly a very profitable way of dealing with produce, and that's needless to say. That doesn't include us putting down any production facilities to utilize those products. So, like, utilize the apples to make apple pies, or make ice cream, which is the other option we've got. I mean, not using those products for ice cream, but just using those products for other produce that we can make. I mean, it puts us in a very strong position, I think, going forward. Anyway, all right. So there's our trailer load of bales. So we're going to head back to the farm now. We'll drop this off, and then once we've sent him over, we'll get him to start de-stoning that field. We'll come back over and we'll continue on with, well, I don't know how much more silage we're really going to need. I've got 600,000 grass, and again, we do want to put in a grass dryer at some point as well. But for the moment, we can still use the grass. That's not a problem. I think that well, I mean, look, having extra grass bales, silage bales, is not going to be a problem, because we're going to utilize them. Let's be honest. So what we'll do is we're just going to come in here, line these up roughly with these lot. All right. So yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to look at doing. But anyway, we'll see where things lie from that a little bit later on. There's no real rush to worry about that part. Now, we have talked about the cows. We are going to get cows on the farm, and I have made some minor changes to the Giants cow sheds. Minor in the fact that they now take 300 cows, not just 80, because I think the size of 80 cows, yeah, okay, I get the fact that the barn and the yard is not huge, but they're not giving us any other option. So I figured, well, bugger it, I'll take it into my own hands, and I'll just deal with it the way I want to deal with it. So if we have a look, I'll just quickly show you. If I come in here, go to animals, go to cows, and go to my default large cow barn with agro feed kitchen, as you can see, 300 cows. I've obviously upped the levels of food and inputs and all that sort of stuff as well, but that's what we've got to look forward to a little bit later on. All right, disconnect that. Let's go grab the Scorpio and go get these stones off the field. Now, the other problem we're going to have, and I just thought of this, is we are going to run out of money very quickly using hired hands. So that is a problem we're going to have to deal with. You have to be very careful. Using 2 hired hands is going to run that money down very quickly. Now, I've got some honey there. I could sell off some honey straight off. We might have to do a couple of little sales of what produce is available. So if I take, for instance, the fruit that's already there at the orchard, just to keep us going a bit more, that's what we'll do. We'll do part sales. I could also sell a whole pile of silage bales, for that matter. I mean, they're not going to make us a huge amount of money, but we're going to have plenty of silage after this. That's an option we have. So something to sort of keep in mind and consider as I take out another sign. I'm very good at taking out road signs. I've established that. I'm very, very efficient at doing it. Anyway, all right, here's our new field. So what we're going to do is we're going to unfold, and we're going to have at it big time. All right. So away you go. There you go. Right, so we're off and running. Good. Now, what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab this guy, and we're going to go and get started and bale the rest of this up. Yeah, I'm still not 100% convinced of my plan with the fields for the moment, but we may reconsider. We'll just see. I just want to make sure I've got plenty of grass and silage and that under our belt. I may also just go through a cycle of straw on here as well, or barley, to get a good amount of what's the name as well, straw. But for now, we'll just sort of leave it where it is and see how we go from that. And the other thing I wanted to say too is with that snow, that all bugged out, I think, too, along with the other problem we had where I had to reset the farm. So I discovered, and I think I sort of had that in the last video, for some reason, somehow, I don't know how it happened, but seasonal growth got turned off. And I don't know how that happened. I hadn't gone and changed any settings or anything else like that. So that sort of corrupted a few things, and I think that was the cause of the grass not growing in a proper cycle. And I also believe that was the reason why we had snow on the ground for so long, because we've never had snow. The snow basically was there for about a month and a bit. So it was there for 4 or 5 days. It was about 5 days, I think it was. And certainly from what I've seen thus far, from the default maps with the default geo effectively running it, it's definitely lucky to be hanging around for a day, let alone anything more than 2 days on a 3 or 4 day cycle. So that I'm not sure what happened there, but obviously there must have been something that glitched in some way, shape or form, because it definitely wasn't normal. So, but anyway, we seem to be running again better now. So that's the most important thing, and we'll just have to keep a bit of an eye on it, particularly to make sure that we don't have seasonal growth turn off on us without knowing. That would really annoy me. Let's put it politely. It will really, really annoy me. Alright. Just going to continue on with this, get this done. And yeah, so the problem with doing the bales is I can't do this automatic. I can't do it with a hired hand or anything else like that. Not that we've got the money for the hired hand to do it anyway, but nonetheless, we can't do any more with it. So we'll just continue on and get this done. I may well change halfway through and just stop doing bales. I don't know. I think I'm going to have more than enough silage. And what are these? These are 5,500 litre bale. So I've just done 24 bales before, so that's 100,000 silage. So is that right? Yeah, it is right. It is, yeah. So I mean that's a huge amount of silage we've got, really. So anyway, we might persevere. I might do a bit more. We did also buy, so when we then off camera for between the last episode and this episode, we did also buy a new loading wagon because the one we had was the small Pottinger. We upgraded that to the large Pottinger, and that was 120. So we ended up spending 180,000 on equipment. So we bought the new loading wagon and we bought the windrower. We spent 160,000 on the orchards because they were $40,000 each, plus the cost for actually placing them, the minor landscaping that does. So that was a fair whack of money that we took as a hit as well. So, yeah, I mean that's okay. I mean, it's just something we had to do. So, well, I didn't have to do. In fact, I could probably sell if I don't. Well, no, because I'm going to be doing straw in that. I'm going to need a loading wagon, but I was just thinking maybe I don't need that one for the moment. I can back that off and get one when it comes on sale or something. There was one on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale. Let me have a quick look. But it was the smaller one. There it is there. Yes, that's smaller than the one we actually got rid of. So, I mean, it's only 24 grand, but it's really not worthwhile for us to have that. So we won't worry. All right. So how are we doing over there? Everyone seems to be doing okay. This is good. We're progressing on nicely through here, which is fine. Just slow and steady. This tractor does need to have a repair too, so we might get to the point where we have to stop using this tractor for a little bit as well. So. Right, another bale done. So we've got here, just in this run, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So there's 10 bales there. So that's another, at 5,500 a bale, that's another 55,000 silage. So, yes, the 60 now with this one, plus there's another one over there. That's, yeah, so it adds up pretty quick. Adds up pretty quick. All right, I think what we'll do is we'll just do this last. Like what I'll do is I'll do it so we've got 24 bales. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. It's got 13 there. I'll do another 11 bales, and then we'll just pick up the rest of the grass. So it's 10 to go. And that'll probably take us out to the end of the episode anyway. And then what we'll do is we'll pick up the rest of the grass and we'll go from that. I'm just thinking and contemplating whether I actually want to keep this as grass now or whether I want to turn this over and do a sunflower yield. I think we might be okay for grass for now. I think once we sort of sort ourselves out with fields, I think I might make my decision more based on that later. I don't need to have a huge field for grass. I mean, we just need, we're going to have a good amount of grass there to back us up now, so we just need to consolidate that and keep that going. So I don't think I'm going to do too much more, to be honest. So we'll definitely cultivate this in, and we'll put sunflowers in this. So we'll put sunflower over there in that field, we'll put sunflower here, and sunflower in the field over at the farm that we've already cultivated. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm still As you can tell, I got no idea. I got no idea what I'm going to do. Yeah, no idea at all. I don't know. All I know is I'm actually not going to even do any more than that. This is enough. I'm going to do this run down here of the grass. That'll be enough silage bales. I'll then collect the rest of the grass, put it into the silo. Now, I mean, for that matter, I think I can put a silo in to create silage anyway. So, which is fine. So we can do it that way as well if we wanted to. All right. The only reason we're doing with the silage bales, I'll do this one bale. We'll get this one done, and then we'll go back. Is just the convenience of loading, offloading into like the cow pen, for instance. You can just throw a couple of bales on there and it's done. Okay, so we're going to lift, drop this one out, and that will be it. All right, so we'll take the baler back. Fold him up because we're finished with him for now. Leave him there because he needs to be washed. Right, I'm going to go over and get the loading wagon. We'll load up the rest of the grass, and we'll make our decision from there. So we've got some honey there I can sell. I've got some greenhouse stuff we can sell. Yeah, so money will be okay. We'll get some money back okay. So that's fine. I should have some, actually I think I should have some oil over here, should be ready to go as well. If just not a couple of pallets. Yeah, there's 2 pallets there. So that's okay, so we can sell that off as well. So that's going to give us a little bit of money, get us out of trouble, which is fine. It's not going to mean we can buy more fields. However, it's enough to just keep us running operationally because we've got to buy seed and all that sort of stuff. So we are going to need a little bit of cash behind us. So this is the new Pottinger loading wagon we bought. I didn't notice the picture of the cows on the back end of it before. So we're going to take this over. We're going to collect all the grass, and then we'll be all good from there as well. So I've finally made a decision. There you go. I'll come over and collect these a little bit later. We've got he should have almost finished with windrowing. He's probably missed a bit there, as they always do on these fields that aren't perfectly straight, that aren't running course play or anything. But we'll deal with that a little bit later. Why? I already lowered you, man. I'll just not press the button properly. I think my it'd be very disappointing, but I think my Stream Deck is failing. Right, I've just had a Steam error come up. It says my network is not there. I don't know what's going on. Right. Yeah, my Stream Deck is suddenly not working. All right. Okay, we got some problems here today, seemingly. I can't lower that at all. Alright, why won't that work? Alright, for some reason I've got an error and I can't lower that. I hope it's not a problem with the mod, with the actual equipment. I can turn it on. Nope. Oh, there we go. Control V worked. The Control V works, the V doesn't. Anyway, I don't know. I've got some issues. I'm going to have to sort them out. All right. Anyway, apart from all that, that's fine. We'll end it there. So I'll continue picking up all the grass in this field. We won't do any seeding or anything per se until we're back at the next episode. I will continue on and finish the windrowing, obviously, and I'll also finish the stone picking on that field. And then when we come back in the next episode, I should have a definitive plan of what I'm going to do with these fields. I'll take some time. We'll think about exactly what we're going to do with them, and we'll get them sown because we haven't got a lot of time to get that done. So yeah, that'll be the plan. So I'll pick up the rest of the grass. I'll put the bales away probably, and then we'll come in and decide what we're going to do with the fields. So hope you enjoyed the episode. If you didn't, that's okay, but make sure you press that like button if you can, please, as well. So that helps us with that dreaded algorithm. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. You can see more gameplay with very indecisive and back and forward decisions here always. And if you do press that subscribe button, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're aware of when new videos are available on the channel. Don't forget to join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. Details for all that down below in the description. And of course, most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duck Gaming and Haut-Beyleron. See you later. Bye.